going on, guys? Back in the cage today. Got a little bit something different than obviously what we normally swing. Got a one-piece alloy here. It's one of the Rawlings, the Mach AI. It's not the brand new one. The brand new one looks a little bit different, but it's actually just a repaint of this one. It's the exact same thing. So, yeah, Lucas uses this when we see like pretty high speeds, or he needs something really light to swing. But yeah, all in all, we haven't really ever done any testing with it. It feels like a really good bat for the most part, so I'm going to kind of get in here and see what it does compared to some of his, composite gamers and see how it goes. What's going on, guys? Back in the office after going and taking some swings with the Mach AI. Yeah, so kind of an interesting one here. This one, I won't say it kind of came out of nowhere for us because one, we just don't swing that many alloy bats anymore. Lucas has kind of gotten to the point where he can, handle and compress, break in that composite, and yeah, we just don't swing him very much anymore. But that being said, he started playing for a kind of a little bit more of a national team, I would say. He plays for a few different teams right now, but one's kind of his main team, and then one's a little bit more of a travel, true like national team. That's a bunch of boys from all over Texas, and I think a couple from Oklahoma and things like that. And even the lightest bats, for the most part, the lightest composite bats are heavier than the single piece alloys to some degree. So, we started doing some training and seeing some pitching that's even in like the mid 60s at 10U. So, even for a great hitter like Lucas, that's hard to catch up to at that distance. So he was swinging one of his teammates' bats. It was one of these Mach AIs, and he actually mentioned that he liked the way it felt a lot. I don't think he'll probably game it other than these very specific situations, but yeah. So I went ahead and picked one up off Sideline Swap. It came with this pink grip and the little taper. He actually likes the taper, so I just left it. But yeah, so I went ahead and picked one up, and I would definitely. So this is like a weird kind of spot, I would say. If you go buy this bat off the website or the newer version, so there is a newer version than this. The newer version, though, is a repaint. It is the exact same bat. So if you get this or the 25 version, same bat. I got this for less than $100 on Sideline Swap. Less than $100. I mean, you guys can see it. it's barely used. That being said, if you go buy it off the website, it's like almost a $300 bat. So I would definitely wouldn't consider that budget, especially for a single piece alloy. But you can get these bats off places like Sideline Swap, maybe your Facebook Marketplace. A lot of times these single piece alloys, people use them for a season, kids use them for a season, and then their parents sell them because they need a bigger bat or what have you, and you can get them for a really good deal. And yeah, so we're in the cage, obviously on, like you see on the video, and hitting with this bat, and there's something interesting about this bat. I don't know what it is. Like maybe Rawlings has just figured out the drop 10 space. But this bat is like hot for a single piece alloy. Like it's like extra hot. I don't really get exactly where it's coming from because it's not like overly heavy. We'll put the weight on the screen here in a second, and it'll be on the website if you want to go see it. All the statistics for this bat, but there's like, and it wasn't crazy consistent, which makes me think that there's like some sweet spot here where when you hit that spot, it just jumps. Because we hit, I believe it was 62 off front toss, which isn't our highest, obviously. Like Lucas has hit, the mid 60s with the Icon, and then I believe the new Meta Prime, which is a very heavy bat. But like the Icon, his kind of gamer, he'll hit mid 60s with that bat as well off front toss. But I think as far as alloy goes, like the closest we've gotten is like 58 or something like that. So a few miles an hour, higher, 4 miles an hour or whatever it is, higher than the next closest alloy that we tested, at least top end velocity wise, which was interesting. And it wasn't just like a one-time thing. Maybe that's like a misread. It was like several times. So, yeah, I don't know, guys. This bat's like fairly hot for a single piece alloy. Definitely like an interesting buy. I actually heard I heard someone you guys emailed me, which is pretty cool. And then I've actually like seen some other stuff about it. The actual even cheaper version of this bat. I say version of this bat. It's its own bat, but the cheaper line of Rawlings, the Clout AI, which used to be out, wasn't out for like a year or two, and then came back out this year in USSSA. I've actually heard that bat's really hot too, for a single piece drop 10 alloy, So as in natural fashion, I went ahead and ordered one, so we can see if that's true or not. But yeah, guys, if you need a single piece alloy for whatever reason, you could just like some, whatever. This is a really good option. I think it's pretty interesting. They say they do this to keep the swing weight down. It's kind of reminiscent of the Victus Vandal, but this definitely swings heavier than that Victus Vandal did. It's got the composite end cap. They say that they do that to keep it more balanced. Nice, good-sized barrel for a single-piece alloy, Yeah, I do think that this is a really good... I think people have like really fixated on Marucci for single-piece alloys or alloy bats in this space, but I really think that this is as good or even better, maybe. So, yeah, really interesting, guys. Look forward for that Clout USSSA review. Should be really cool to see. Like I said, I've had a whole bunch of people kind of hype it up, so I am interested to see what that looks like. And then we do want to try and get into the USA space a little bit. At least do a kind of a comparison between maybe like one of the most popular USA bats and some of the USSSA bats. Obviously, the USSSA is going to be hotter to some extent, but sadly, Lucas doesn't play anything that actually uses USA. Little League is just doesn't happen around here. We live in North Texas, and for whatever reason, there's just no Little League here. There's like a couple little spots. So, yeah, don't know why that is, but yeah, but we still want to get our hands on a couple of them and see what it looks like. So, if you guys have any other things you want to see, just let us know. Try and accommodate. See what we can get our hands on. And yeah, as always, guys, leave any questions in the comments. Like and subscribe if you haven't already, and head to the website if you do want to see like the statistics, like the weight and different stuff on this. And yeah, as always, guys, we'll see you on the field.